At Aurora University, we have a long history of living our mission as an inclusive community dedicated to the transformative power of learning. I love that our mission begins by stating that we're inclusive. This value defines who we are and helps shape every decision we make and how we make those decisions. Our success lies in collaboration and wholehearted commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. By embracing and encouraging diversity in all its forms, we create a campus where unique perspectives and experiences are valued. This environment enables access to novel information and innovative ideas and paves the way for more effective problem solving. In other words, when we bring different perspectives to campus, we learn from one another. And that can happen during a classroom discussion, a student club event, a speaker presentation, or on the playing field. This is why I am dedicated to increasing access to higher education and to preparing students to be leaders who live meaningful lives, are interculturally competent, and civically engaged. As the new president of AU and first Latina president in AU history, I am asking faculty and staff to focus on creative, distinctive opportunities for students, always considering their diverse backgrounds, unique needs, and challenges, and connecting them in a timely fashion to resources that will help them succeed. This means that we need to create opportunities for dialogue centered around the experiences of individuals that may be different from our own. When we are willing to learn about others, it shows we care. When we have empathy, it helps us connect with others more easily and we understand one another better. At AU, demonstrating the values of diversity, equity, and inclusion involves providing access to programs and offices that embrace differences and set all students up for success. We offer students support through the Disability Resource Office, the Pathway Autism Initiative, the Office of Black Student Initiatives, the Office of Latino and Latina Student Initiatives, the Bias Incident Response Team, and the Safe Zone Training Program, and through our Chief Diversity Officer and committees focused on DEI efforts. We also support DEI through our athletics programming. We invite and recruit prospective student athletes with different backgrounds from all over the country, even the world, to become AU Spartans. Our coaches not only focus on winning, but they emphasize service and programming to help improve our communities. Aurora University students, faculty, staff, and coaches thrive on being part of a relationship-intensive institution where we embrace and celebrate diversity by openly sharing our opinions, perspectives, and ideas with each other on campus and through our interactions with those in the community. This is how we empower all students to achieve lasting personal and professional success. Go Spartans!
A share of the Northern Athletics Collegiate Conference lead is at stake today as the Concordia University Wisconsin Falcons have made the trip to Montgomery to take on the Aurora University Spartans. Today's broadcast is presented in part by BSN Sports. Wear what the Spartans wear. Visit athletics.aurora.edu/getau gear. By Chick-fil-A in Oswego. Eat more chicken. By Kaufman GMC. In Aurora, celebrating 75 years of service to Aurora and communities across Chicagoland. By Elite Management Properties, offering extensive student housing options around the Aurora University campus. And by Raising Cane's in Oswego. One Love. It is one of those weird fall days where it feels like fall and then again it doesn't, and I have to tell you it is as warm as possible here in the press box. But it is just a tick over 70 degrees here at Spartan Stadium. Weather is around us. We'll see if showers impact the game. You know that inclement weather can often be an equalizer, and this game may not need one. Aurora coming in at 4-2, 3-1 in league play, coming off of a homecoming win over Rockford last week, 48-0 for their second shutout of the year. Aurora averaged nearly 10 yards per play and did not allow Rockford to have a net gain in rushing. They were very good getting after the quarterback and shutting down potential runs. And that has set them up now against the league leader. Concordia, Wisconsin has won all 4 of their NAC games so far. They are 5-1 overall. They are coming off of a scare. They played a few tight ones. Remember, the week after Benedictine upset Aurora over at Vago Field, the Eagles had to go up to Mequon and fell in overtime to Concordia, Wisconsin. Well, it needed an extra session again last week against Lakeland, but Concordia, Wisconsin held on to win 41-34. They gained a fumble recovery at the 5-yard line to seal the win, and that capped a furious rally where the Falcons were down 28-7 5 minutes into the third quarter and came all the way back to force overtime with 1 minute and 1 second left on a Jason Leonard 42-yard touchdown, and then scored in overtime and held on from there. Right now, Aurora, Benedictine, and St. Norbert all with one loss. St. Norbert has a game in hand. CUW is right now atop the field. If Aurora wins this one, then a whole bunch of tiebreakers could be in play. So very much a must-win game for both teams here to have the inside track potentially at the automatic qualifier for the NCAA tournament. But there's a lot of football left. There's still 4 more weeks left. We got a long way to go. But this one, a very important one for the two teams today. Let's meet the starting lineups, shall we? We'll start with the visiting Concordia University, Wisconsin Falcons. Greg Eder is in year 18. He's been around a while for the Falcons and has done an excellent job. He stand corrected. I have to do a recount on the number of years there, but all the same, he won the 2013 NAC title. He's been second place 7 times. CUW has often been in a position of being really close to the top and not quite getting over it. This is a team that he's been very proud of, and here's how they line up. Roman Funk, the sophomore from Scottsdale, Arizona, is currently inside the national top 20 in passing yards, just shy of 1,500, and he leads the league with 13 passing touchdowns. He has a talented wideout core, including Jason Leonard, who had 7 receptions and 135 yards last week against Lakeland, and Jack Bradley, whose 7 catches and 115 yards were both career highs against the Muskies. Nick Crowell, a third-year receiver, also in the starting lineup, and the tight end is Drew Allen. Up front, left to right, it's Kyle Bortz, Colby Jones, and Luis Arellano. They're all returning starters. Sophomores Ethan Bertelson and Kenneth Thompson Jr. are on the right side of the line. And here's how they line up defensively. As in the middle, it's Marquetan Sellers, the third-year starter who's been outstanding, second-team all-conference last couple of seasons. He had 2.5 sacks against Lakeland last week. He'll be flanked by Cole Cree and Jaden Lewis. And the linebacker core, Ben Birch, has been incredible. He tied the school record with 23 tackles last week. That was the third highest total in the nation this season. The junior from Grafton, Wisconsin, is joined by sophomores Max Machonsky and Caden Huizinga, as well as the junior Duncan Ireland III. Devin Glowicki anchors the defensive backs. The junior from Colorado is joined by Omari Waldron, Khalil Hargrove Collins, and Teddy Beckner in the defensive backfield. That's the lineup for CUW. I was right about Greg Etter, by the way. Why did I doubt my research? 18 years. He's won a lot of football games for CUW. Here's how they line up for the Aurora University Spartans. Don Beebe has won 55 games in 7 years, trying to make it 56 today. Liam Mickle, the senior from Woodstock, has been outstanding in his handful of games at quarterback. He's now leading the NAC in completion percentage at 70%. Tyler Bruckner, Lucius Dones, and Connor Bright also in the skill positions as the wideouts. Gavin Lee, the junior from Arlington Heights, is at tight end. And it's TJ Ramsey coming off a career-best 170 yards rushing against Rockford, starting at running back. Up front, it's Connor Walters, James Brennan, Reese Womble, Christian Providence, and Martin Hagerud, left to right on the Aurora offensive line. Defensively, the linebackers outstanding against Rockford. Ty Hopp at 9 tackles. Braden Hellinger had a career-high 4 solo stops. Up front, though, J.P. Cheney. 4 tackles, 3 quarterback hits. He was everywhere against Rockford, joined by Cameron Council at defensive end, Christian Westbrook and Joe Pettit in the middle. Defensive back, it's Romello Law, Shane McEntee, the corners, and Tavian Dennis playing nickel. The safeties are Asher Hamby and Corey Hunter. And that's how they line up. Aurora and CUW here on this Saturday afternoon. Aurora wearing black uniforms, blue numbers outlined in white, white helmets with the AU logo in blue, blue pants today. I am actually wearing a black shirt and blue pants today as well. I got the memo. She had no idea what they were wearing until they literally walked onto the field. But it worked out. CUW is in all white today. The Spartan captains are J.P. Cheney, Trey Erweiler, Andrew Nordland, and Connor Walters. And we have the coin toss here in a matter of moments. We'll be joined by the 60th mayor of the city of Aurora, John Lash, who won his term in office back on April 1st and has served as a member of city council and the school board. He served in the United States Navy as an intelligence analyst in the Middle East from 1995 to 1999, where he earned numerous citations. So that'll be the honorary coin toss here, and in fact, we're about to see it in a moment as the officials bring them out. The referee today is Drew Matson. Umpire is Neil Burke. Headline judge is Rudy Wade. Line judge Carl McGill. Side judge Nathan Godinez. Field judge is Michael Cunningham, and the back judge is Brianna Madrazo. I think I've covered it all now. I'm Sean Fry. Glad to have you with us on this cloudy Saturday. Bryce Suter, Isaac Perez, and Aiden Culpepper are our technical directors today. And I believe it's Riley DeConey helping out on the camera today. It's actually Isaac Perez doing the camera today. So there we go. This is our team. And we're glad to have them. We'll be back. Kickoff here from Spartan Stadium. This is Aurora University football.
Please rise. Kindly remove your hats as we honor America and those who protect our freedom, both at home and abroad, with the playing of our national anthem.
And it's football time, friends, here from Spartan Stadium, just south of the Aurora University campus. It's AU and CUW on this Saturday. Elsewhere around the NAC today, well, if you were wondering, well, could Benedictine lose and Aurora move into solo first place, or at least first place with a tiebreak with a win today? No, that certainly cannot happen, as Benedictine has the bye today, so they're going to be watching this one very intently. Lakeland's at home to Wisconsin. Lutheran St. Norbert defending its home field against Eureka, and Rockford is playing host to Concordia, Chicago. Those are the other three events on the agenda today. And Aurora women's volleyball is in action and about to finish off Alverno. They've won the first two sets, 25-10, 25-14. It is 17-8 in the third, as that one has barely lasted an hour. But Aurora trying to remain unbeaten in NAC play in women's volleyball. Concordia, Wisconsin won the toss. They will receive. They'll move right to left, again wearing white, blue numbers, blue and silver trim. Aurora defending. Will eventually move left to right, wearing black and blue, as Brett Money, the left-footed kicker, gets set to boot it away. Drives it deep into the end zone. It will bounce a handful of yards deep. And CUW will have it at the 25-yard line with the full 60 minutes ahead of them. Roman Funk, 310 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks last week against Lakeland. His 7 interceptions are tied for the league lead, so he's made a lot of plays. Started 4 games last season, his 3rd year in the program. He has a 4-receiver look to start it off with trips to the left. Aurora with 4 down linemen as Funk calls out signals and hands it off. And as Ashar Thomas looking for help, trying to get to the right edge, and he'll have a yard at best. Thomas, a 6th-year senior and 4-year starter, only appeared in 1 game last year after being first-team all-conference in 2023. Hasn't really gotten going, but Greg Etter and offensive coordinator Curran White are going to try to change that. 4 receivers, 2x2 on 2nd and 9 after the gain of a yard. They'll hand it off to Thomas again, who once again only able to get out and ahead for about another yard as he went off of the center to the left side up the middle. And not much there. J.P. Cheney, among others, there on the tackle. And it brings up 3rd and 8. Falcons 4 of 10 last week, 37% on the season. That's about how much Aurora gives up 3rd down conversions. Shotgun 4 receivers, trips to the left for the Falcons. Aurora with a safety high as Funk looks back to throw for the first time. He's in trouble and taken down. Swallowed up. Looks like Joe Pettit, J.P. Cheney, among others, in on the tackle. That is Aurora's nation-leading 23rd sack this season. And it will force a 3-and-out on the first possession of the ballgame. Defensive coordinator J.T. Zimmerman has to be ecstatic with the start here today for the Spartans. Here is Justin Clark. Stand corrected. Here is Ben Jimenez with the punt. That's fielded by Sterling Williams. He gets to midfield and is taken down shy of the CUW 45. That was Ben Birch making the play. First of what could easily be a lot of tackles today for the junior, who's really been very good for the Falcons today and all season long. Because I can't really say today, he just got on the field for the first time. All season for sure. Aurora with excellent field position for the Falcons 46, 13:05 to play in the first. It's a jet sweep to Lucius Stones on first down. Cuts inside the numbers across the Falcons 40 near the first down marker. I'll stop him at the 38 after a gain of 8. They don't ask Stones to run the football a ton. That's his 3rd carry. But he is averaging north of 7 yards per carry when he does. 2nd and 2, and Mickle will be by himself in the backfield this time. 4 receivers to the right of the formation and 1 out on the boundary side. Mickle will keep it himself. He has the first down. To the 35, bounces outside. He's across the 30 and runs out of bounds with an Aurora first down. Designed quarterback run. And Mickle, who was averaging north of 5 yards per carry, will improve on that as he takes it down to the 23-yard line, a gain of 15. Make that to the 28-yard line, a gain of 10. And an Aurora first down. 3 minutes into the first quarter. 4 receivers as Dones motions out to be an extra tight end on the right side of the formation. It's a slant route, nearly hauled in by Connor Bright. It looked like he slipped as the ball arrived at his hands, and the ball dislodged on contact with the ground. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Not much wind to speak of. This is very much within Brett Money's range should Aurora not move the ball any further. Sterling Williams motions out, takes the swing pass. He's to the 25, across the 20, through the numbers, and out near the line to gain. Will depend on the spot. And it looks like it'll be just a half-yard short.
It'll be 3rd down in inches for the
gain of 9. And 3rd and inches coming up.
Here we go!
11-18 the play in the first. No score. Aurora trying to change that as they're into the red zone for the first time today. Once again, an empty backfield. 4 receivers on the field side of the formation as Mickle lines up by himself. Looks right. Swings it out to Dominic Coronado. He has the first down and charges forward just inside the numbers, down to the 10.
And he's brought down right at the 10-yard line.
Gain of 9, and Aurora converts its first 3rd down of the day. They'll have a 1st and goal coming up, needing the full 10 yards to cash in for 6 on the first drive of the game. A goose flies overhead for a better look at this first down play coming up. Williams to the left of Mickle in the shotgun. Mickle looks right, tosses it up, and in. That's Tyler Bruckner, who just rolled up the hash marks, turned and caught it for the touchdown. The first touchdown catch of the senior's career at Aurora. And it's 6-0 AU to cap off a 6-play, 46-yard drive. And Brett Money out for the PAT. Kevin Cardin-Landa, the holder. Hayden Harani, the long snapper. They're both good, and the kick is as well. 7-0. Aurora in front. They score on their opening drive on this Saturday. Don Beebe, Ryan Gaylord, no doubt, will be very pleased with the opening sequence. JT Zimmerman, defensive coordinator. It's all Aurora so far. I know it's only been 2 possessions, 1 each way, but Aurora got a 3 and out and then scored on their first. And now a squib kick driven down the field and picked up at the 8-yard line. That's Jason Leonard, who is going to slip and then be finished off by
Jason Leonard on the return.
looked to be Mason Holbert.
He was met by Asher Hamby.
Asher Hamby as well. Right at the 20-yard line.
20-yard line, and that's where Concordia will take over, first down and 10.
Well, if you're on the CUW sideline, there's one way of looking at it. could not go much worse. 3 and out, end up losing 2 yards. And this has been a pretty solid offense this season, but you're not going to score every time. And they'll try to do something here. They'll hand it off to Jacob Pugh on first down. He looks to get to the edge. He was upended and then finished off. Romello Law got down there to be disruptive first. And then the rest of the Aurora defense piled in. Paper Wasp has flown in and is visiting our technical director, Bryce Suter. The insects don't really know what to be doing right now under these conditions. Braden Hellinger ends up with the tackle after all that, a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 on the far hash mark, a pistol look. They'll try Pugh again, who runs up the middle and is out to the 25, maybe to the 26. A very manageable 3rd down coming up for CUW. They do put the ball down on the 26.
Let's make some noise. It's third down.
We'll see what Curran White has dialed up on this 3rd and 4. 4 receivers. Funk throws the slant route, and he overthrew Leonard. Shane McKenty was there to deliver a hit if it had been thrown accurately. And the punt unit will come on once again for CUW. Very good start for this Aurora defense. In 2 possessions, the Falcons have gained 4 yards. And it is Max Machonsky back to punt. One of the linebackers. A powerful spiral kick that bounces at the Aurora 35 and takes a massive CUW bounce. It rolls all the way down to the 20 and, in fact, to the 19. Well, nothing wrong with that.
Ball is down at the 19-yard line, and that's where your Spartans will take over. 1st down and 10.
Officially will be a 55-yard punt. And Aurora will take over with 8:57 remaining in the first on their own 19. 7-0 Spartans. In fact, actually, Bryce, well, my math was right. I was about to say I shorted him a yard, but I don't think I did. Empty backfield for Aurora. 2 by 3, 3 on the field side. Now make it 4 as motion and a handoff for TJ Ramsey, who gets to the edge and is knocked down after a gain of a couple. That will be a reception for Ramsey on the forward pass.
Gain of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8 yards to go for the Spartans.
Is all over the national leaderboard in the top 10 in points scored, in the top 20 in all-purpose yards, and in the top 5 in total touchdowns, 11 in total. 2nd and 8. Ramsey motions again. Mickle designed run, keeps it himself. Slips inside the hash marks, dives forward, and has the 1st down to the 31. It's a gain of 10 for the former Woodstock High School Blue Streak. And Coach Beebe has talked about how much resolve and resilience Mickle has, and can see his confidence growing as he continues in the starting role at quarterback for AU. Nearing the midpoint of the first quarter. 4 receivers, trips are out to the left. A shotgun look for Aurora. 1 safety high, and it's a shovel pass for Lucius Dones, and not a lot there. If he gets back to the line of scrimmage, that's a fortunate outcome. I think that's exactly what he's going to get. And this is what the CUW defense is going to have to do, is get Aurora behind the chains as much as they can. This has been a defense that Coach Beebe has talked about being consistently one of the hardest to score on over his tenure. It didn't look that way in the first possession. 2nd and 10. Mickle is all day, throws deep up the middle. Bright makes the catch in Concordia territory. He's out across the Falcons' 40. And that'll be a gain of 30. It's at the 39-yard line, so it's exactly 30, and the chains move. The 5th Aurora first down already. And they're back in the Falcons' territory. 7-0 AU, 6:36 to play in the first. Ball nearly dead center between the hash marks. Just off of the big AU Spartans logo at midfield. Mickle motions Ramsey out onto the wing. Throws left and was not on the same page with Landon Smith, the sophomore, whose break was a little bit late and the throw was behind him. It's the second incompletion for Mickle. Falcons, 3 down linemen. They bring Caden Huizinga up onto the edge. It's a blitz and a screen as Sterling Williams was hit and lost the football, and it caroms right into the hands of Logan Hartman, the freshman, who takes it back out to midfield.
Logan Hartman on the fumble recovery, first down and 10, Concordia.
And actually not a blitz at all, just a screen pass, and it looked like Williams just had the hat right on the football. It popped out, and Logan Hartman has his second fumble recovery of the year. A relative rarity here this season. That's just the third fumble that Aurora has lost on the year. The Falcons have it at their own 48-yard line. Funk by himself in the backfield. 2x3, 2 on the near side. Funk under pressure, fires up the middle. Caught, and a first down as that's into the waiting arms of Nick Crowell. It's into Aurora territory, and for the first time, CUW moves the chains. Gain of 11. They get right back up to the line. 4 receivers, 3 on the right. It's a bubble screen for Crowell, who ended up getting his feet tangled with Cameron Pierre, and he was taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Although I don't know if the brief stumble made any difference. And the Falcons are, once again, not making any substitutions. That means Aurora's not able to either. 3 receivers now. In motion is Pierre. A shotgun look as Funk steps up into the pocket, delivers up the middle, and it's in and out of the hands of Jack Bradley. Romello Law may have gotten a hand to that. The throw was there, but did not connect. It's 3rd and long for the Falcons. Failed to convert on their first 2 attempts. Where they're at on the field could be 4-down territory if they gain anything at all here. There's 5 minutes left in the first. 7-0 Spartans in the shotgun. 4 receivers. Pierre motions to the far side. Funk steps up into the pocket again. Diving and making the catch is Crowell for the first down at the 30. That's a terrific catch on a throw that was just a touch wide. And the junior from Las Vegas hauls it in to extend the drive. New set of downs on the Spartan 30. Falcons in the pistol. Jerome Hinton is in the backfield. Now he's into the shotgun. As Funk takes a look. He looks left. Throws it up over the middle. Caught by Leonard. And he is tripped up just after making the catch by Romello Law. That's a gorgeous throw and catch, and it'll set up a 1st and goal for CUW.
Mello Law in on the coverage. First down and goal to go from the 2.
Touchdown saving tackle. They'll put the ball down on the 2. I don't know that you can throw the football much better than that. absolutely no one but Leonard could make the play. On first down, they hand it to Hinton, and there's one person who wasn't fooled, and that's Tavian Dennis. He's in for the net loss of 2 on the play. Senior from Laveen, Arizona, has his 3rd tackle for a loss on the season. And it makes the goal-to-go situation just that much tougher now. 2nd down on the 4-yard line. It's Caleb Espinoza into the backfield alongside Funk. 4 receivers, trips to the right. Funk looking left, throws to the end zone. That's Leonard, and he came back to the pylon and made the catch for the touchdown.
Jason Leonard, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown. 4-yard touchdown pass, number 1, Roman Funk.
And the Falcons, after forcing the turnover, and then get 6 points and possibly 7 coming up after it.
Cole Martin now to attempt the point after.
And we'll see Cole Martin, the freshman, line up the PAT to tie the ball game with 2:54 left in the first. Kick is up. And good. And we're at 7 apiece here at Spartan Stadium, Aurora and Concordia, Wisconsin. And a battle for the league lead.
Cole Martin to kick for Concordia.
2:54 left. Quarter number 1. 7 apiece. CUW with a 7-play, 52-yard drive after the Aurora fumble has tied it up as Martin drives the right leg into it and hops it down the field. It's picked up at the 21-yard line by Lucius Dones, who's out to the 40. Midfield, it's still on his feet. Tackled from behind by a late charging Caden Huizinga, who might have saved a touchdown. It's great field position for Aurora in the Falcons' territory. Ball will be at the 43-yard line. Well, Aurora's had the football 3 times. Twice it's been starting right in this area of the field. Aurora's turnover margin, one of the areas they're looking to improve here over the second half, now -5, but it had been +4 over the previous 3 games. Bounced back considerably. On first down, Ramsey tries to go between the tackles, bounced off of his offensive line, and wasn't able to get much of anything else.
No gain on the play.
2.5 minutes remain in the first quarter. Well, last year's meeting was 42-14, Aurora winning on the road. When you go back to 2023, a 23-0 game where the Falcons made Aurora work for every yard all afternoon. Empty backfield. 2 receivers stacked on the near side for Mickle, who's going to run it himself. Moving left off tackle, turning upfield, battling for extra yards across the 40 to the 38 and maybe even the 37. It's going to set up a 3rd and medium in what is very much 4-down territory for the Spartans. Aurora lines up in the shotgun on 3rd and 5. Play action. Mickle throws it up over the top to the near sideline for Connor Bright, who makes the catch. Inside the 25 to the 23. And a gain of 15 on Aurora's 2nd 3rd down attempt of the day. They're 2 for 2.
from Concordia, 23-yard line.
Great touch by Liam Mickle. Must have lofted up over there to the near sideline. Bright already with a couple of catches on 3 targets. It's 1st and 10. Play action again. Mickle looks left. He throws it deep into the back corner. Lucius Stones, touchdown. Oh, they like the look of the throw the first time. Why not do it again to the other side? 13-7 Spartans. Mickle had a good pocket, didn't need it. Just tossed it up there. And Jones has his 5th touchdown catch of the year. Money for the extra point with 48 seconds to play in the session. Kicks away, and good. Good response for Aurora after the turnover and the CUW touchdown. Aurora comes right back with a 4-play, 43-yard drive. 14-7, the AU advantage here at Spartan Stadium.
Jason Leonard back deep.
Aurora leading 14-7. Lucius Stones, 23-yard throw and catch with Liam Mickle. And 7 of 9 so far passing the football, and Aurora will kick it away here in the final minute of the first. End over end kick, just in to the end zone for a touchback. Had a chance to talk with Falcons head coach Greg Etter, who told me how impressed he was with how hard his team plays, the belief they have in each other. And he also pointed out it's a young group, not a ton of returning starters, and really excited. There's a penalty on Aurora. Did I hear right? Illegal equipment? In any case, it's a young group, and he said it's been excited to see them grow and looking forward to seeing what's ahead for this group. They have been tough so far. And their last drive was an impressive one. They'll come out with an empty backfield. 5 receivers, and Funk looking up the middle and finds Jack Bradley on the drag route. He takes it out near the 40. Won't quite get to the line. The gain will be taken down a yard short. In fact, a couple of yards short, a gain of 8. It's Bradley's first catch. Came in tied for the team lead with Jason Leonard. And now is one behind him on the day. 20 seconds left in the first. 2nd and 2. Handoff up the middle. It'll be a first down, if only narrowly, as it's given to Ashar Thomas. He's to the 41 for a first down, and that's going to do it for the first quarter at Spartan Stadium. Been a fun one. 14-7, Aurora leading. This is Aurora University football. Presented in part by BSN Sports, by Chick-fil-A in Oswego, by Kaufman GMC in Aurora, by Elite Management Properties, and by Raising Cane's in Oswego. will be 1st and 10 for Concordia, Wisconsin. At their own 41-yard line, moving left to right, wearing white. Aurora wearing black and blue on the right of your screen as we begin the second quarter. Sun trying to peek out here in Montgomery. They're in the beautiful Fox River Valley of Illinois. Funk on first down, play action, fires up the middle, complete. That is Samuel Friederking in Aurora territory, who catches it at the 40 and then picks up an extra 5 down to the Spartan 35-yard line. An impressive CUW offense. First 2 possessions did not go that well. They've adjusted and are moving down the field for the second time now in as many drives since that back-to-back 3-and-out start. Opening minute of the second, 14-7 Spartans. A lot of movement here before the snap. 5 receivers, 3 out on the right, 2 on the left of the formation. 2 safeties high for Aurora. Funk fires up the middle, complete. That's Cameron Pierre first down, who bursts along the hash marks across the 20. He'll be down at the 18 for a gain of 17. So on one play, the Falcons lop off half of the remaining distance, and they are into the red zone for the second time.
From the 17-yard line.
Here we go, defense!
Falcons in a rhythm. They get right back to the line. 4 receivers, 3 on the field side. Shotgun for Funk, who hands it off this time to Jacob Pugh, looking for space, finding none. He's ahead for a gain of a couple. Bring up 2nd and 8.
JP Cheney in on the stop for the Spartans. Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 8 yards to go.
Here we go, Spartans!
It's an illegal substitution, by the way, the penalty on Aurora, which so far is the only penalty today. 2nd and 8 now on the Spartans' 15. Throw to the left, caught Nick Crowell, and knocked out of bounds by Romello Law immediately. We'll set up a 3rd down. Looks like the ball's down to the 9. It was a gain of 7. Got to get a yard. Nearly 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. 14-7 Aurora. And the hosts trying to hang on to this early lead. They throw the fade into the end zone. Leonard did not hang on. He can't believe it. He's saying he had it. Hard to tell from here. And there is an injured player for Concordia, Wisconsin. So we will pause while CUW decides what to do, facing a 4th and 1. This is Aurora University football. That is Concordia, Wisconsin starting right tackle Kenneth Thompson Jr. walking off the field after the injury timeout, and that'll bring up 4th and 1. Ball is on the CUW 9. They need to get to the 8. 12:20 left in the fourth, 14-7 Aurora, and the Falcons line up to go for it. 37% on fourth down this year. Funk looks right, throws, caught to Crowell, who turns upfield on the sideline and dances in for the 9-yard touchdown. And the touchdown catch on 4th and 1 has made it a 1-point game pending the point after. So Kerr and White, perhaps thinking Aurora would be focused on the middle of the field, swung it out, and the decision pays off for a touchdown. And Martin's out for the point after, and the wind now drifting into his face as the kick's away. He missed it. And Aurora's going to hang on to the lead. Now let's put a pin in that one. We'll see if that ends up being very important. It's 14-13, Aurora in front, 12-14 left before halftime. This is Aurora University football. Missed PAT is the difference. 14-13, Aurora with the lead. And here's a high kick that only makes it as far as the 30. It's fielded by Asher Hamby, and he'll rumble out to the 40, where Aurora once again will have very solid field position. Well, the last 3 possessions have ended up in the end zone. CUW, Aurora, CUW, and Aurora would like to keep that going and extend their lead.
Here we go!
29th meeting between Aurora and Concordia, Wisconsin. The Spartans have won 16, including 5 straight and 7 of the last 8. On first down, Doan's in motion into the formation. Read option for Mickle, who will barrel forward and have a gain of 5 right up the middle.
Liam Mickle on the keeper.
Spartans and Falcons have been in the same football conference since 1998 when Aurora joined the Illini Badger Conference. They've been NAC rivals since, of course, that started up for football in 2008. Just to say that these two have been playing for a long time. 2nd and 5 from the Spartans' 45. In the pistol. Play clock running down. And Aurora will take its first timeout. I bring all that up, the history between these two teams, because next season will be their final conference meeting. They'll be on the road next year in Mequon before CUW departs for the CCIW starting in fall of 2027. So it's been a long run of these teams playing. And not that non-conference games aren't meaningful, but the ones that really count in conference play. But it will be coming to an end soon. But boy, have they had some outstanding meetings over the years, and this one's shaping up to be a good one as well.
Here we go, you!
Aurora with a 2nd and 5 out of the timeout. They're in the pistol. Ramsey motions between Mickle and Sterling Williams, and Jaden Lewis was absolutely not fooled by any of that, as he burst in, and it will end up being a loss of 6. I think Aurora fortunate that it's only a loss of 6 there. Lewis, second full sack on the year. 3rd and long. Aurora has converted both of its 3rd down attempts to this point. 10:48 to play before halftime. 14-13 Aurora. Don Beebe decides to empty the backfield. 3 receivers right, 2 to the near side. Mickle throws the quick slant to Dones, who catches it at the 45 and is wrapped, thrown down by Omari Waldron. But Aurora rushes right back up to the line after the gain of 7. It's 4th and 4. Aurora, I think, trying to get Concordia, Wisconsin, maybe to call timeout, but there was a substitution, so the Falcons get to make one. And they line up, and then Aurora takes its 2nd timeout. So Concordia, Wisconsin was not going to be goaded into stopping the clock. Aurora will take timeout, and we'll see if they do send the punt unit on after the discussion. 10:06 left before halftime, 14-13 Spartans. Aurora appears to be going for it on 4th and 4 on their own side of the 50. Up by 1, 14-13, 10:06 left in the 2nd. 5 receivers again. Falcons showing blitz. They rush 4, throw up the middle, complete for the 1st down. Dones on the slant route moves the chains. Gain of 10. A risky but aggressive decision by Aurora, and it pays off. And they'll keep the football. 5th play of the drive coming up. 5 receivers again. Looks like content with throwing the football.
Here we go!
Attempted to run the ball 9 times. Mickle under pressure, nearly picked off. Duncan Ireland, the 3rd, can't believe it. That hit him in the shoulder. Mickle was in trouble and just threw it up. Aurora very fortunate. And that's not their second turnover. 1st interception of the day.
Here we go, Spartans!
Aurora looking to settle in. 2nd and 10. They'll put someone in the backfield this time, as TJ Ramsey is next to Mickle. 3 receivers and a tight end. Slot on the far side. Mickle looks right and skipped a quick out throw to Dones. Setting up 3rd and 10.
3rd down and 10.
Well, given on 4th and 4 a moment ago, Aurora went for it. This spot in the field, you have to think maybe you don't play for all 10. You get it if you can, but just meaningfully advance the football. Let's see what they draw up. 3rd and 10 on the Falcons' 44. Empty backfield. Ramsey motioning behind Mickle. They throw the dump off up the middle to Dones, who will get a gain of 3.
Dones, and he's brought down at the 41-yard line.
4th and 7. Well, if you punt it, you're not likely to gain very much. Without a lot of field to work with. Well, they'll try to get 7 or more on 4th down. 8:40 left before halftime. Mickle in the shotgun, trips to the left, and Bright by himself out on the far sideline, and Aurora will take its final timeout of the first half. Did not like the look. They'll try to draw up another. 14-13, Aurora in front in the second quarter. Fourth and 7 on the CUW 41. Aurora's gone for it on 4th down once already on this drive and converted. They'll try again here with 4 receivers. Mickle had time, now is flushed. He rolls right. He backpedals. He looks for help and now throws it up the middle. Coming back to it and making the catch. Gavin Lee got into space. He hangs on. First down, Aurora to the 31. How about that for the Buffalo Grove High School alum? And how about Liam Mickle? Had to throw it up, but he bought enough time to make the play, and Aurora extends the drive. 9th play coming up. 5 receivers, 4 here on the near side. Mickle swings it out to Coronado to the 25, and he is tripped by Omari Waldron, who was able to get his ankle and held on. Gain of 9. We're midway through the second quarter. Aurora leading 14-13. It'll be a 4-receiver look for Aurora. Falcons with 3 down linemen. Ramsey takes it to the edge, turns upfield as the first down. He's inside the 10, rumbling across the 5 and out of bounds. A handful of yards short of the goal line. It's a gain of 19 to the Falcons 3. First down, Aurora. They close in on their 3rd touchdown of the day. Aurora used all 3 timeouts on this possession. Twice before 4th down attempts. They converted on both of them, and now we're inside of 10 feet from the end zone. Mickle swings it out to Landon Smith, who tripped over like Ben Birch. Or might have been Devin Glowicki, actually. And ends up losing several yards. It's a loss of 4. That one hurts.
Second down and goal to go from the 7.
Here we go!
2nd and goal, 6 minutes left before halftime. Shotgun again for Aurora. 2 receivers on the far side. It's an option. Pitched to Ramsey. To the 5. Turns upfield. And in for the touchdown. He took contact right at the goal line. Spun off of it and in. And Aurora goes up by 7. Ramsey's 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And money on for the extra point. Line drive kick, it's good. Spartans by 8, 21-13, 5:42 to play. before halftime. This is Aurora University football.
Concordia 13.
21-13 Aurora. 12-play, 60-yard drive where they converted a couple of fourth downs. TJ Ramsey capped it off with a 7-yard run. And Money boots it away into the end zone. Falcons ball at the 25. They have all 3 timeouts remaining. I think no doubt would like to run most of the remaining time off the clock. And a 3-minute long touchdown drive, 7 plays for their first score of the game, and then one that was a little more than 2 minutes, an 8-play drive on their previous possession. Aurora does not have any timeouts, but if they can get their defense off the field quickly enough, may not need them. Empty backfield for CUW as Roman Funk steps up into the pocket, fires up the middle, complete. Victor Watson to midfield, tackled from behind by Asher Hamby. That's a gain of 25. CUW immediately strikes for a first down. Won't even get another couple of yards. Gain of 27. Ball is on the Aurora 48. 5:10 left in the second quarter. Watson again. The bubble screen. Rumbles upfield. He was tripped up by Law. Gain of 4. I think if you're CUW, I think maybe you slow the tempo a little bit here, right? You don't want Aurora to get the football back. The play clocks are not on. That's being handled on the field. 4:40 remaining in the half. Shotgun for the Falcons, 3 receivers. Funk throws the slant route to Leonard, who took contact right as he caught the football, and he held on. Will depend on the spot, and it's a first down. Needed 6, he got exactly 6. The 2-minute timeout will happen whether CUW wants it to or not. They are on the 38-yard line in Aurora territory. 21-13 Spartans. 3 receivers, slot on the near side. This time they hand it to Thomas, who looks around left edge, and he's into the open field on the sideline inside the 20, inside the 10, and out of bounds all the way out to the 6. It's a gain of 32 for Thomas.
6-yard line, first down and goal to go.
That is more than twice as long as his previous season long. And the Falcons are not only into the red zone, they have a goal-to-go situation with 3:27 left. Clock running. Designed run. Funk to the left. Turns upfield. Touchdown.
And he's in the end zone for a touchdown. 6-yard
A
touchdown.
5-play drive that lasts a little less than 2.5 minutes. And CUW will need to attempt the 2-point conversion to try to tie the football game. It's 21-19 Aurora. I think the Spartans will get the ball back. They don't have any timeouts except that 2-minute timeout. Falcons now with 201 yards of total offense, 197 for Aurora. And the ball on the 3, CUW will try to tie it up. Shotgun. 3 receivers, 2 bunched on the near side. Far receiver Leonard in motion. Funk rolls right, throws right. Leonard in to tie the game. 21 all. Aurora and Concordia, Wisconsin having a tight one here on this Saturday at Spartan Stadium. This is Aurora University football. It's been a slugfest. The last 5 possessions have resulted in touchdowns. 3:16 left before halftime. 21 all, Aurora with the ball. No timeouts, but they do have the 2-minute timeout. CUW has all 3 timeouts. This is an important drive as Aurora starts the third quarter with the ball. Kickoff is away, fielded at the 11 by Williams, who gets to the 25 at midfield to the near side, 30, 35, 40, and out of bounds near the 45-yard line. It'll be good field position again for Aurora.
First down and 10 for the Spartans from the 44-yard line.
Aurora would hope to not have as many 4th downs to go for on this possession, but plenty of time to move the ball. CUW doesn't have the luxury of being able to play conservatively defensively. 5 receivers. Mickle on first down. Throws deep up the middle. It's tipped by Bruckner. It bounces around and is picked off. Logan Hartman, who had the fumble recovery, ends up with that. It went off of Bruckner's hands and then was nearly caught. Hopped around a little bit more. Well, Teddy Beckner nearly had the interception, and then it nearly went onto the ground. And after all that, CUW has the football, 2:59 left. Falcons ball at their own 40 with 2:59 left. On all 3 timeouts, 21 all. First down, they hand it off. It's Jerome Hinton up the middle. He'll have a gain of 4.
Jerome Hinton, the ball carrier. Gain of 4 on the play,
second and 6, 2:35 to play before halftime. 5 receivers, trips to the near side. Funk with time. It looked like his intended receiver, Leonard, slipped. And the ball hops harmlessly into space. It's 3rd down.
Let's make some noise.
This would be quite a response for Aurora if they could get off the field in 3 plays after the turnover. Their last turnover ended up in a touchdown for CUW. On 3rd and 6, can they get a stop? 4 receivers, trips right. Funk steps up, throws it up. Coming back to the football as Pieri makes the catch. Davis throws him down at the Aurora 30-yard line. There's a fan wondering why that wasn't offensive pass interference. The officiating crew disagrees, and that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of 26. Falcons will have it on the 30 on the other side of the 2-minute stoppage. 21 apiece. This is Aurora University football. First and 10 on the Aurora 30. Falcons have the ball in a 21-21 game. Spartans cannot stop the clock here in the final 2 minutes, so CUW can take as much time as they need. Start with 3 receivers, and they'll hand it to Crowell in the jet sweep, who is upfield for a yard, maybe 2. There's no reason for CUW to move quickly here.
2 on the play, 2nd down and 8 yards to go from the 28-yard line.
Of course, sometimes in these situations when you're accustomed to playing with tempo and not being able to, it can be difficult to find your rhythm. 5 receivers for Funk. Aurora showing a blitz. Now backing it off as Funk looks to the Falcons sideline. Still by himself with 5 receivers. 1:15 left. Play clock down to 5. Gets the snap off. Throws right. That's complete to Bradley at the 20. He is down inbounds. The clock continues to run. Now they'll stop it to reset the ball. It's a first down, a gain of 9 to the 19.
Concordia from the 19-yard line.
Fourth time CUW has been in the red zone. They're 3 for 3 so far. 49 seconds. They throw it up the middle. Complete. That's Bradley down to the 5. Another first down. And now with 44 seconds left, CUW will take timeout. So they will discuss how they want to play this final sequence of downs. Meanwhile, let's visit around the NAC. We'll start in Plymouth, where they're coming up on the 2-minute timeout, and Wisconsin Lutheran leads Lakeland 20-13. Warriors are 1-4, so are the Muskies. Lakeland just scored a touchdown to get within a score. Robbie Michaels already thrown for 232 yards. St. Norbert has a 21-0 lead inside of 2 minutes left before halftime against Eureka. Not a lot of offense. 121 yards for St. Norbert. Eureka has 57, but they've thrown a couple of interceptions. And Rockford having some trouble as well. We'll tell you about that in a moment. First and goal from the 5 with 44 seconds left before halftime. Funk will keep it himself. Moves left. Dances inside. He's down to the 2.
He's brought down near the 2-yard line.
37 seconds. CUW takes another timeout, which will give me a chance to tell you about the 21-0 Concordia Chicago lead at Rockford. Colton Bosch is thrown for 95 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Jerron Brown already 72 yards rushing and a touchdown. And that's your look around the NAC. If Aurora gets the ball back, it will be with not much time, and they don't have any timeouts. It's 21-21. Aurora will start with the ball in the third quarter. In a contest that has been a battle so far. Aurora forced a couple of 3-and-outs on the first two CUW drives, but since then, touchdown, 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 and now in the red zone for the fourth consecutive trip. They have one timeout left and 3 plays to work with from the 2. Funk with Espinoza in the shotgun. 4 receivers, 2x2. Funk throws it up. In the back of the end zone. Crowell hangs on for the touchdown. What a catch by Nick Crowell. Oh, goodness. Falcons have the lead. Oh, if you're Aurora, I don't know what you're supposed to do about that. It was thrown in a perfect spot. Crowell had to go up to get it. That's exactly what he did. Cole Martin on. He missed an extra point earlier. He does not miss this one here. And CUW goes up 28-21.
Left in the half. The score, Concordia 28, your Spartans 21.
Now, Aurora's had excellent field position on a number of occasions in this game. You do wonder if CUW is able to pin Aurora down inside the 30 if maybe Aurora just takes a knee and heads to the locker room, but we'll find out. This Aurora offense can make significant gains in 32 seconds, but again, they can't stop the clock. CUW, no doubt, will know that and try to take away the sidelines. Clock does stop ever so briefly to reset the football on first downs. Other than that, it will wind. So Aurora will need to be quick if indeed they do try to get upfield for points in the time remaining.
Here we go, RU!
Here is Martin. He chips it up to the near side. Fielded at the 29 by Lucius Dones, who gets to the sideline and is out across midfield. And then it looked like Caleb Weichel tripped and landed on his legs. Unfortunately, Dones is okay, but Aurora has great field position out to the Concordia 45 with 24 seconds left, and that'll make the decision for them. Can Aurora get anything here in the final 24 seconds? 5 receivers. You get 3 points here. That's a victory, I think. They'll throw it quick to the near side. Coronado makes the catch at the 40 and is out of bounds. 3 seconds run off the clock.
40-yard line, gain of 5, second down and 5 yards to go.
21 seconds left. Aurora gets back on the ball.
Here we go!
Mickle rolling right this time. Looking for help. And lobs it out of bounds. 14 seconds to play, 3rd and 5.
Mickle's pass is incomplete.
Now, in case you're wondering, this would be about a 58-yard field goal from here. If you're also wondering, that would be an Aurora record. Let's see. Aurora needs to get a first down to have a chance to think about kicking a field goal. On 3rd and 5, Mickle rolls right again as he looks for help. And it's thrown along the numbers. Ben Birch dives in and knocks it down. And now we'll see what Aurora decides to do here. Keep the offense on the field. 6 seconds, they could get a first down to the sideline and turn it over to the special teams unit, or decide to throw it up into the end zone. They will throw the quick out here. That's Coronado out of bounds with 1 second left with the first down. So on fourth down, that'll advance the ball to the 28-yard line with a gain of 12. And now Money comes on for a 45-yard field goal.
Kevin Carton landed a hold.
So Money will have to wait as Concordia, Wisconsin will take its final timeout to try to freeze the kicker. This would be tied for the third longest field goal in Aurora program history. Brett Money's range, he connected from 48 2 years ago at Northwestern State. He does have the wind at his back, so getting it to the upright should not be the issue for the junior from Alamogordo, New Mexico. 1 second left. The snap and hold will have to be good, or Aurora won't get an opportunity to get points, at least not the traditional way. Will also be key to make sure to get the kick lofted and avoid a potential block, scoop, and score situation. From 45 on the left hash mark. Good snap and hold. Kicks away, plenty of distance, and it's good. That would have been good from 55. And that'll conclude the first half. Aurora trailing, but they do get a field goal as time expires. They'll have the football to begin the third quarter, trailing 28-24. Have lots happening at halftime, including a performance by the Aurora University Spartan Cheer and Dance Squad. So stay right there. This is Aurora University football.
And at this time, it's my pleasure to introduce to you your 2025 Aurora University Spartan Cheer and Dance Squad. Led by head coach Olivia McCarter, the cheer captains Peyton Webb and Yvette Gonzalez. The dance captain is Sophia McComb.
When he was about 7. He played soccer when he was 3 or 4, and he got
And that was the Aurora University Spartan Cheer and Dance squads led by head coach Olivia McCarter, cheer captains Peyton Webb and Yvette Gonzalez, and dance captain Sophie McComb. And now Aurora University is going to take some time to recognize honored guests with us today from the Southeast Association for Special Parks and Recreation, CSPAR, is a special recreation association providing year-round recreational programs and services to residents with disabilities in the western suburbs. CSPAR offers year-round programming for all ages and all disabilities, including weekly social, artistic, cultural, and fitness programs, special events and trips, Special Olympics training, adapted sports, 2 multi-sensory rooms, and much more. So we thank CSPAR for being with us today and hope that they enjoy the rest of today's game. 28-24, Aurora trails Concordia, Wisconsin at halftime. We will bring you the first half totals and the final half hour of our contest today from Spartan Stadium coming up. This is Aurora University football. Our broadcast of Aurora University football today is presented in part by BSN Sports. Wear what the Spartans wear. Visit athletics.aurora.edu/getau gear. By Chick-fil-A in Oswego. Eat more chicken. By Kaufman GMC in Aurora, celebrating 75 years of service to Aurora and communities across Chicagoland. By Elite Management Properties, offering extensive student housing options around the Aurora University campus. And by Raising Cane's in Oswego. One love. It's 28-24, Concordia, Wisconsin with the lead at halftime. Let's bring you those halftime stats, shall we? Well, you can see Concordia, Wisconsin outgained Aurora 261-214 in the first half, 204-149 through the air. Aurora with the narrow edge in rushing yards, 65-57, 13 first downs for CUW, 11 for Aurora. Both teams 2 of 5 on third down. Every fourth down conversion in this game has been successful. Falcons have converted on their only attempt. One for a touchdown, as a matter of fact. Aurora was 3 of 3 on fourth downs. And each red zone chance has been cashed in, all 4 for CUW and both for Aurora. The only 2 turnovers of the game were for Aurora, an interception and a fumble lost. Aurora scored on its first drive after forcing a 3-and-out. They forced another 3-and-out and then fumbled the football on their second drive. CUW came back, tied the game. Lucius Dones converted on a 23-yard pass to take the lead. Falcons battled back with a touchdown on their next possession but missed the extra point. However, they would eventually get those points back after a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie the game, and then after an interception, went down the field in 8 plays, scored to take the lead. Aurora got a 45-yard field goal from Brett Money as time expired in the half. Liam Mickle, 14 of 21, 149 yards passing, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Lucius Dones targeted 7 times, had 5 catches for 43 yards and a touchdown. Dominic Coronado, 4 catches, 35 yards. TJ Ramsey leads Aurora with 27 rushing yards and a touchdown. For CUW, Roman Funk, 17 of 21, 204 yards, 3 touchdown catches. Ashar Thomas has 41 yards rushing, 2 touchdown catches for Nick Crowell, 1 for Jason Leonard. I also misspoke earlier, said it was Tyler Bruckner with a touchdown catch. It was Ethan Sabota who had the touchdown catch, and that was his 5th of the season, which, by the way, is right up with the conference leaders. He has 9 receptions on the year. More than half of them have gone for touchdowns. Talk about living right. Right place, right time for Ethan Sabota, who's made the most of his catches. All right, I promised that we were going to go way back for today in AU football history. Bryce, have you had a look at it?
I have not.
All right, well, you're going to find out. Don't look at the script then. Good to know Bryce hasn't been looking at the script the whole time, folks. We've just been flying. All right, Aurora's 4-4 all time on October 18th. Let's go back to 1947 on a day that the Aurora University yearbook Pharos noted that both teams suffered from the extreme heat of the day. Aurora held on for a 13-6 win at Northwestern Wisconsin in Watertown. Al McCoy's 35-yard touchdown run gave Aurora a first-quarter lead. Bill Walbaum added a 9-yard touchdown in the fourth for the Spartans. That was the difference. If you're thinking, I've never heard of a Northwestern college in Wisconsin, that might be because it would later merge with Martin Luther College in New Ulm, Minnesota. In the southwest part, about halfway between Mankato and Redwood Falls, if you know where any of those places are. All right, well, there you go. Take my word for it. It's about halfway between them. That's today in Aurora University football history. Well, Aurora will start with the football in the second half. They'll move left to right wearing black jerseys, blue pants. CUW's an all-white right to left, kicking it away. 28-24. The deficit Aurora faces as they get the ball. And here is the kickoff from Kason Brennan. Once again, taken short, fielded by Dones around the 30, and this time he's going to be stopped up shy of the 35. Aurora takes over. at their own 33. From the pistol on first down, they hand it off to Ramsey, who works his way up the middle and has a nice gain on first down. Pick up 5. Aurora will need to establish the run, I think, here in the second half. They largely worked out of empty sets. They had run the ball so well in the last 3 weeks with 200 yards rushing or more in 3 straight. Pistol on second down. It's Ramsey again. There's nothing there. Margadon Sellers at his best. Greg Etter noted it's very disruptive. He's been outstanding, and he was right there in the middle. So Aurora loses a yard. It's 3rd and 6. Tyler Bruckner out on the near side. Empty backfield as there's motion. Mickle throws up the middle to Bright, who makes the catch between 2 defenders and slips forward for a first down. It's Bright's 3rd catch today. Needed 6, he got 6. 1st and 10 coming up from the 43. Aurora has to wait for a substitution to finish. Now they can line up. Shotgun, 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. Play action. Mickle, flushed. He rolls right. He'll tuck it and run for it out of bounds near midfield. Gain of 6 as he runs out at his own 49. Now we're looking ahead here, but Aurora needs to win this game to set up a potential 3-way tie for first with Concordia, Wisconsin, and Benedictine. And I say potential 3-way, that's because St. Norbert already has a loss and Aurora plays its final home game against them. So they win today, it would likely be needing to win out anyway to have a chance. There's a swing pass. First down. Ramsey breaks it to the 40. 35-30 in Concordia territory along the sideline into the red zone and out of bounds inside the 15. First down, Aurora. Like the ball will be spotted right at the 15. It's a gain of 36 on the swing pass. But as I was saying, if they don't win this game, then they need a lot to happen to earn the automatic qualifier. Empty backfield on 1st and 10. Mickle looks right, pulls it down, and then is sacked, but has his helmet turned wildly, so he takes the sack, and it's going to be first down Aurora anyway. 4 different penalty flags fly in after Mickle nearly had his helmet ripped off. We ended up losing 7 yards. And then it ends up being half the distance to the goal, so the ball will be spotted at the 8-yard line. And it'll be 1st and goal for the Spartans. CUW had been disciplined. They hadn't taken a penalty at all. And obviously no intent to grab the face mask like that. That happened because Mickle ducked out of the way. So on 1st and goal from the 7, they hand it to Ramsey, and he goes nowhere. It was TJ Mitchell who was in to break up the play. Loss of a yard. Maybe a couple, in fact. 2nd and goal, 11-10 left. This opening drive, 3rd quarter. 28-24 CUW.
Second down and goal to go from the 9.
Mickle under center here. Doan's in motion. Play action. Mickle rolling left. Now has to go back the other way. He has space in front of him. He tucks it to the 10, to the 5, cuts back upfield. Touchdown, Mickle. The Spartans have the lead. Mickle would not give up on the play. He covered a lot more than the 9 yards he's ultimately going to get in the box score. And Aurora goes up 30-28 with 10:39 left in the third quarter.
Brett Money to kick the point after Kevin Carton landed a hold.
Money on for the extra point. PAT's up. And good. Spartans back in front. 10:39 left in the third. 31-28 AU. Aurora with the lead, 31-28, and about to kick it away. 10:39 left in the third. I was talking about that three-way tiebreaker, which I'll elaborate on after the kickoff. Money takes a look each way. And the kick will be fielded at the 1 by Leonard, who takes it to the hash mark, to the 15, the 20 on the sideline, 25, and out of bounds at 30-yard line. If Aurora were to win today, they would be at 1 loss with Benedictine, CUW, and St. Norbert. St. Norbert's already lost to Concordia, Wisconsin. That is one of Benedictine's remaining games. In fact, it's coming up in 2 weeks in De Pere. So there's a lot to happen, but if it was a 1-loss 3-way tie, then it goes to point differential. And so Aurora would need to win by a certain number of points, and they're not there right now, at least as far as we understand it. Any tiebreaker would have to be confirmed by the league office, of course. First down, throw up the middle, intended.
Pass is incomplete.
Like it was intended for Cameron Pierre and fell incomplete.
Second down and 10.
Second and 10. So because it goes to point differential, Aurora doesn't want to win by a little. They would like to win by a lot. And then, of course, if CUW were to lose again, then it could go back to being a head-to-head tiebreaker with Benedictine, which Aurora would not have. So a lot still has to happen here. Here's Pierre on second down. Funk looked for him the first time, didn't get there. He got it on the second attempt. That's a gain of 12 for a CUW first down. Now, with CUW's remaining schedule, it is favorable if you look at the NAC standings. They're at Concordia, Chicago next week, then home to Rockford and home to Eureka. And off on first down to Pew. Not much. Gets a yard to the 43. Now, it's been a strange year in the NAC. I don't think there's any doubt about that. However, CUW can hang on the win. They will be in a very good spot. The head-to-head tiebreaker over all 3 teams directly behind them in the standings, but they trail right now 31-28. 9:17 left in the third quarter. Empty backfield. 2nd and 9 for the Falcons. Ball is on the logo at midfield. Aurora shows blitz. They bring it. Funk gets rid of it to the near sideline. Crowell can't make the catch. Tavian Dennis with the coverage. And Crowell is in some distress after the play and needs a minute. It's going to be 3rd and 9 coming up after the injury timeout as Nick Crowell will be checked on. 9:01 left in the 3rd. This is Aurora University football. Nick Crowell walking off. He was the intended receiver on the last throw. Tavian Dennis was in coverage. Pass was incomplete. Crowell did get a hand on it, and it's 3rd and 9 from the Falcons' 43. 4 receivers. Pierre in motion to the far side. Aurora brings blitz. Funk has to get rid of it, delivers it to Pierre at the hash marks on the Aurora side of midfield. The 42. Or a CUW first down. Pierre, the sophomore from Canyon Country, California, had himself a nice afternoon. That's his 5th catch. 1st and 10. Falcons trying to come up with the answer. They hand it off. It's Thomas. Shakes a tackle. Across the 35 now with a little push. Down to the 33. It's a gain of 9. And Thomas now with 50 yards rushing. He has moved into 6th place all-time on the CUW career rushing list, and he's now 6 yards away from moving in the 5th. 2nd and 1. Under 8 to play in the 3rd. 31-28 Aurora. Pierre in motion. Funk steps up over the top, caught Bradley, touchdown. 33 yards, Falcons back in front. 34-31.
33-yard touchdown pass, number 1, Roman Funk, to number 7, Jack Bradley.
CUW's last 5 possessions have ended up in the end zone. They retake the lead. Martin had the point after, boots it through. 35-31. 7:40 left in the 3rd. This is Aurora University football. 35-31, Concordia, Wisconsin leading Aurora. They kick it away. Once again, they just chip it. Will be taken, actually be dropped at the 25-yard line, then fielded. Sterling Williams, who picked it up and brings it ahead to the Aurora 34.
To the 34-yard line. First down and 10, Spartans.
Aurora looking for some answers. Offense has largely looked good today for Aurora, minus the 2 drives that ended in turnovers, and even one more of a bad break. Can't really say that Sterling Williams was carrying the ball irresponsibly. At least it didn't look that way up here. Just took the crown of the helmet to the football and popped it right out. Lucius Dones has the ball and has it out, a gain of 9.
45 to the 48-yard line. Gain of 9 on the play. Second down in the yard to go.
There's 2 very good football teams, 2 very evenly matched football teams, and they have gone toe-to-toe for all of our first 2.5 quarters. 7 minutes left in the third. 4 receivers. Aurora in the shotgun. Mickle with the shoulder fake, now throws it deep for Bright. Caught at the 25, down inside the 20. First down, Aurora. Don Beebe takes a shot. Connor Bright has his 4th catch as he closes in on his first 100-yard game. Or rather, his second, actually. A gain of 41. He's now at 92 yards receiving. And Aurora's into the red zone. 3rd trip for them. Mickle on first down. Rolls to his right. Doesn't have anything and lobs it away.
Mickle's pass is incomplete. Second down and 10.
Aurora's going to need a stop, though, at some point. No doubt about that. They've been hard to come by right now.
Here we go, AU!
4 receivers, trips to the left. Mickle under duress, drops it off. That's Ethan Sabota. Down to the 11. 3rd and 5.
Pass is complete to Ethan Sabota.
You know, there's 20 minutes of football left, and then some.
12-yard line.
But you have to think, given what's at stake, you don't convert here, you're going forward on 4th down. Empty backfield, 5 receivers. Mickle throws the slant, it's caught. First down, trying to get in and failing to do so. Ethan Sabota right there. He's down at the 1 after a gain of 10.
It'll be first down and goal to go, Spartans.
Aurora right on the doorstep.
Here we go!
Need 3 feet. 5:03 left in the third. Mickle in the shotgun. He has 2 tight ends and 2 receivers. The handoff to Williams, shakes the tackle and has the touchdown. 3rd touchdown catch of the year. Rather, 3rd touchdown run of the year for the senior from East Aurora. But before the point after, there was an injured Falcon on the field, and they'll attend to him. It's 37-35, Aurora in front after the 6-play touchdown drive. This is Aurora University football. It's Jaden Lewis who is walking off the field. Had a sack earlier on this one for CUW. And 4 tackles overall. Aurora just scored a touchdown on the play Lewis was injured on. And now will come on for the extra point to go up by 3. Money's extra point attempt is good. 38-35. Set up to Plymouth and see how things are going with Wisconsin Lutheran and Lakeland. It's 27-13, 5 minutes gone in the third quarter. Warriors in front. St. Norbert home to Eureka. Green Knights leading 30-0, 3 minutes into the third quarter. And Rockford at home against Concordia Chicago. Having a tough day. They're down 37-6, 3.5 minutes into the third. Well, this has been a tight one all day. Aurora up by 3. Game they have to win. And also need to win by a few more points. The NAC tiebreaker, as I mentioned. After a comparison of head-to-head competition, that would be a tie, and then the tied teams versus the next highest place in the league standings wouldn't apply. And head-to-head differential up to 21 points. So Aurora needing a little bit more than what they have right now. Still a lot of time left. Kick is away to Leonard, who fields it at his own 7. Has some trouble, shakes a tackle at the 10. That is down inside his own 15. Aurora with the excellent kick coverage. And Concordia, Wisconsin with difficult field position. Does that get the Aurora defense going? Ball's going to be at the 14.
14-yard line.
Three receivers. Slot on the far side. Thomas is next to Funk, who calls signals from the shotgun. Hands it off to Thomas, who rumbles up the middle and is out near the 20. Gain of 6.
Braden Hellinger in on the stop for the Spartans. Gain of 6 on the play. Second down and 4 yards to go.
There's been no shortage of offense today, no doubt about that. Teams have combined for make that 670 yards. We're not even into the fourth quarter yet. Pass right side, complete to Bradley, first down, and then adds another 10 yards or so after the catch. He's taken down at the 40, make that the 37. Gain of 17 and a first down for CUW. And the Falcons get back up to the line. Aurora with one safety high. That 2 safeties high. Hand off Thomas, trying to get outside, and it's not there. Gain of a yard.
Usher Thomas, the ball carrier, he's met at the line of scrimmage.
That was Ty Hop who got in and made the stop.
Second down and 9 yards to go.
Second and 9, 3 receiver look for the Falcons with a tight end on the far side of the formation. Aurora flashes a blitz. Did they jump? Aurora's pointing. Aurora's right. False start. I'll move the ball back to the 33 and set up a 2nd and 14. A golden opportunity for this Aurora defense to get a stop and give the offense a chance to get some separation. Empty backfield for CUW. Funk. Overthrown and nearly picked off. It was through the hands of Pierre, and Corey Hunter couldn't hang on. Decision time for CUW. It's 2:41 left in the third. They trail Aurora 38-35. Haven't been a lot of stops out there either way. Feels like it's too early to be 4-down territory, so how aggressive does Curran White, CUW offensive coordinator, decide to be? 4 receivers, they'll put it in the air. Funk steps up, he's in trouble and taken down. Logan Lawson with the sack. And Aurora will force a punt for the first time since the second possession of the game. And the Aurora offense take advantage. So we see Max Machonsky, the third time today, standing back at his own 15. Low snap, he's in trouble and is going to be hit and finished off by Joseph Houlihan. Aurora is going to have possession just outside the red zone. A huge break for Aurora. The snap came in and short hopped to Machonsky. Aurora had 3 right on top of him. And it's a golden opportunity for the Spartans as they put the ball down on the 22-yard line. It's a turnover on downs officially for CUW, and Aurora already up 3 has a chance to make it a 2-score game. Ramsey in motion, takes the handoff, bounces outside. He's to the 15, to the 10. They'll have the first down and set up a goal-to-go situation.
Right at the 10-yard line, that's enough for another AU.
And there's an injury timeout, another CUW player needing some attention. So we'll step away with 1:36 remaining in the third. This is Aurora University football. As TJ Mitchell was walking off. Aurora has first and goal from the 10 with 1:36 left in the third. They lead 38-35. CUW had scored on 5 straight possessions prior to what appeared to be a 3-and-out. Not a 3-and-out, I apologize. Being forced to punt on a 4th down after a sack. And then a bad snap, and Aurora able to take advantage of the special teams miscue. And they cash it in. Mickle on the read option made the wrong decision and is sacked. There were several who thought that maybe the end of that play was a little too rough. The officials do not appear to agree, and it's a loss of 2.
Loss of 2 on the play.
I'll bring up second and goal from the 12. 43 seconds left in the quarter. Mickle in the pistol. And an injury timeout. And apparently Liam Mickle appears to have a bleeding hand, and so they had to stop the game for him to get cleaned up. Oh, I think because it's an injury timeout, I think Mickle has to come out of the game. So Reese Wagner, the sophomore and alum of West Aurora High School, will have to come into the game. Now, Aurora has the option of taking a timeout, in which case Mickle could go right back in. Otherwise, Wagner has to come in and run this play, and it appears that's what he's going to do. So Wagner in on the shotgun, sends Dones in motion. Hands it off. That's Ramsey. Turns upfield, sprints to the end zone. No timeout needed. Ramsey handles it himself. Aurora extends its lead to 9. Ramsey's second touchdown run of the day. And finally, Aurora has opened up just a little bit of a cushion. 44-35, pending the point after. Extra point is good. Aurora by 10. 45-35. Concordia 35. While we have a moment, our broadcast today is presented in part by BSN Sports, by Chick-fil-A in Oswego, by Kaufman GMC in Aurora, by Elite Management Properties, and by Raising Cane's in Oswego. 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Aurora up 45-35. Teams have combined for more than 700 yards of offense. 361 for Aurora, 344 for Concordia, Wisconsin. Liam Mickle's thrown for 247 yards. Connor Bright has 4 catches for 92 yards.
Victor Watson and Jason Leonard back deep for Concordia.
It's been a slugfest here at Spartan Stadium. And Aurora hang on. Money's kick, fielded at the 1 by Leonard. To the 15, and tackled across the 20 by, I was about to say Ty Hop, but that's Connor Mitchell. And the Falcons will have time for one play. They'll have the ball at the 23-yard line, it would appear.
First out and 10 for Concordia from their own 23-yard line.
So now the Falcons in a situation where they need points and a stop. Hand off on first down and a huge hit. Asher Hamby came in and absolutely laid out Jerome Hinton, and that is how the third quarter comes to an end. It's a gain of a yard. Aurora by 10, 15 minutes left. 45-35 here in Montgomery. Fourth quarter about to begin. 2nd and 9 for CUW from their own 24. Funk throwing it over the top, complete. Jason Leonard, and he's gone. 76 yards on the first play of the quarter. Falcons now down only 4. Funk now over 350 yards. CUW briefly lined up the wheel on the extra point. Now they motion into position. Now Martin missed a PAT earlier. High snap. Nearly blocked. Good effort. The extra point is good, and CUW is now within a field goal. 14:48 left. 45-42 Aurora.
And Sterling Williams is back deep for your Spartans.
14:48 left. CUW a two-play 77-yard drive. 76-yard throw and catch to Jason Leonard. They chip it. Fair catch called for by Joseph Houlihan at the 40.
The fair catch was made by Joseph Houlihan at the 40-yard line.
CUW has been doing a lot of that.
First down and 10.
And that one was actually chipped in a good enough position that they were poised to capitalize on a mistake by Aurora, but none was made. And instead, Aurora has pretty good field position for their first drive of the fourth. 3 receivers. Jones is in motion. Handoff is to Ramsey, and there's nothing there.
DJ Ramsey, the ball carrier, he's brought down
Duncan Ireland, among others.
7-yard line.
Loss of 3 on the play.
Mark Quinton Sellers in on the stop for Concordia. Loss of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 13 yards to go.
There's so much football left. The most important thing is getting the win. You'd love to win by as many as possible, but having a head-to-head tiebreaker should Benedictine lose again, critical at this point. Aurora has the lead. They really would like some insurance. They roll right, throw it back the other way against traffic. Ramsey slips a tackle. He's still on his feet, now across midfield, and pulled out of bounds by Ben Birch. First down. Second effort. Gets in the Concordia territory and gets the Aurora first down. A clever little play call to get everyone moving right and then throw back against the flow of the game. And Ramsey, who's so difficult to bring down, able to do the rest. So it's 1st and 10. 3 receivers again. They give it to Ramsey again. And this time he runs into Jaden Lewis. No gain.
Devin Glowicki in on the stop for Concordia. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10.
13-18 and counting. Aurora up 3 in the fourth. Four receivers. Aurora has 3 out in front of me. Coronado motions out of the backfield. Mickle throws it deep. Bright is held on to all the way down the sideline, and there's no penalty. Are you kidding? Well, you have to say this. Mason Starkey in coverage. Well, I don't know about that. That's a really tough break, at least from this angle for Aurora. It looked like Bright was being held all the way down the sideline. So now 3rd and 10. CUW brings a blitz. Mickle's in trouble. He gets rid of it somehow to avoid taking the loss. He threw it into the feet of Bright. But the pass is incomplete. Aurora's now 4 of 8 on 3rd down. TJ Mitchell a little slow to get up. And we'll see Kevin Carden-Landa for the first time today with 12:47 left. I have no idea how that was not pass interference or at least defensive holding. It appeared that Connor Bright was wearing Mason Starkey like a backpack, and no call. So here is Carden-Landa's punt. High spiral kick. Carden-Landa is hit. A flag comes in as fair catch is called for. It was Logan Hartman who appeared to take the worst of the collision. And so the question's going to be, will it be a personal foul or running into the kicker? Meanwhile, Hartman is in a lot of distress. We still haven't gotten the call yet. So while Hartman is attended to, this is a consequential decision. Personal foul is a first down for Aurora. Running into the kicker is 5 yards, and Aurora might decide to bring the offense back out onto the field anyway. It is running into the kicker. So it's a 5-yard penalty, and it's 4th down. So there is a difference, and in the estimation of the referee, it wasn't severe enough to be roughing the kicker, but it does set up 4th and 5, and as I thought they might, Aurora brings the offense back out onto the field, needing 5 yards and a little closer to the end zone. It's 12:40 left. Aurora is 3 for 3 on 4th down. They have 3 receivers. They have 2 in the backfield. Now one motions up as a tight end. Dones is in motion. Mickle throws the slant to Saboto, who made the catch, and he's short of the first down. Aurora turns it over on downs. The throw didn't get to the sticks. And CUW gets the stop. Falcons take over the 38-yard line.
It'll be first down and 10, Concordia.
Anxious moments here at Spartan Stadium. I don't know how else to say it right now. It is tense. Falcons, the quick strike on their last possession. 4 receivers here. The handoff to Thomas, who turns upfield and is out to the 40 with a gain of a couple. Ashar Thomas now with 59 yards rushing. What's been a rather difficult year. But has had a solid game today for the Falcons. And now is out on the near side of the field of an empty backfield. Aurora shows blitz. They rush 6. Funk is in trouble. Hit as he throws, laying out and making the catch is Nick Crowell. Oh, you've got to be kidding. First down, Falcons. Braden Hellinger was all over Roman Funk. He just threw it up, and Krell came back to get it. It's 11:30 left, and it's first down. 4 receivers. Here's Thomas. No, it's going to be Funk keeping it. Cheney tackled Thomas as Funk rolled forward into Aurora territory for a gain of 4.
The 48-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. Second down and 6.
Second and 6. CUW empties the backfield again. As Funk looks right, throws it immediately to Pugh. He slips a defender. He's into space, and he's gone. He was able to slip past Corey Hunter and then went the remaining 48 yards untouched. Give the Falcons the lead.
To number 23, Jacob Pugh.
(48-45). Martin for the extra point. 10:42 left. The kick is blocked. The ball is live. Aurora will fall on it. They won't have a chance to return it for 2 points. That's the second missed extra point today for CUW. This time it's blocked. The lead is 3, so that is an important stop for Aurora. CUW still leads 48-45. 10 and change left. This is Aurora University football. Aurora needing a score to get back in front. 10:42 remaining. CUW leads Aurora 48-45. They chip it again to the near side, and the Falcons nearly run onto it. It was run onto by Lucius Dones. That was very close to being caught in the air by CUW. But Dones has it. Aurora takes over at their own 41. Now, on the one hand, Aurora hasn't had much of an opportunity for returns on these short kicks, but on the other hand, CUW is giving Aurora excellent field position. They're relying on what has so far been a very good defense, trying to stop Aurora. Play action on first down. Mickle wants it all and overthrew Bright. There was a lot of contact, but that was not catchable football. Second and 10 coming up. CUW came in the top 3 in several defensive categories. They now have 14 takeaways, which is in the top 25 of the nation. It's been a tough day for them. 45 points, but the offense has done enough. The option, Mickle finds Ramsey. He hits the hole with speed across midfield and then is flipped by Khalil Hargrove Collins. But Aurora has the first down in the Falcons' territory. It's a gain of 14. Now this is about where the drive stalled out last possession for Aurora. Four receiver look. Final 10 minutes of regulation, I must say. CUW brings blitz. Mickle takes off. is out of bounds after a gain of 5, maybe 6 if they give him the extra yard, and it doesn't appear they're going to. Mickle didn't waste a lot of time. Made a decision and got on out of there. 2nd and 5. Another 5-receiver set for Aurora. Mickle swings it. It's Coronado, who was tackled across the 40 by Waldron. 2 more yards. A very manageable 3rd and 3 here for Aurora, who no doubt will take 2 plays if needed. Trailing 48-45. Starting to feel like it might come down to who has the ball last, doesn't it? Five receivers again. Mickle takes a look. CUW rushes 5. Mickle takes off, has the first down. He's to the 30, to the 25, 20, and runs out of bounds shy of the 15. Aurora's back in the red zone and threatening as they try to get level or take the lead. All will be down on the 17. Mickle runs for 21. He's now up to 58 yards rushing. Eight minutes left. 48-45 Falcons. Ramsey in motion. He takes it on the jet sweep and can't get away from Machonsky. That's an excellent play by the sophomore from Chicago, who absolutely would not let Ramsey get to the edge.
Loss of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 12 yards to go.
And this is a CUW team that likely has designs on having a few more good years ahead of it. They don't have a senior starting on defense, except for Marquetan Sellers right in the middle. He'll be a big loss. Play action on 2nd and 12. Mickle has to roll right. No one there. Heaves it high. He had a couple of intended receivers out just outside the fence. Left it a few yards short. It's 3rd and 12. Now this is certainly field goal range for Brett Money, and a field goal would tie the game. You do wonder, what does Aurora decide to do if they don't get the first down on this upcoming play? Aurora with 2 tight ends, 3 receivers. Mickle rolling left. He's in trouble, just gets rid of it to the back of the end zone and overthrew Bright by quite a bit. I think he might have sensed that Cole Cree was in pursuit. And now here is that decision. It's 4th and 12. You need points. There's not really any doubt about that. Field goal ties it, and you need a stop. I don't know what the right decision here is. And I certainly know the one that the coaching staff has made. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 12. 7:04 left. Mickle's by himself. Looks left. Gets rid of it. Finds Jones, who was out of bounds. He made the catch. He was out of bounds. And Aurora turns it over on downs in the red zone. 6:57 left. Falcons will have it on their own 19. And we're not going to be able to see if that would have happened or not. Falcons hold on to the lead, and now we'll try to get forward for points to make this really hard on Aurora. Play action, they throw it up. Bradley makes the catch, and Shane McEntee was right there to stop him after a gain of 6. Bradley now has 6 catches, 83 yards. CUW up to 489 yards of total offense. That is a season high. Their points are a season high. After setting season highs in both of those last week against Lakeland. On second down, they hand it off to Pugh. He's forward for a couple of yards. It's 3rd and 2. Huge play for this Aurora defense. There is 6 minutes left. Both teams have all 3 timeouts left. Does not seem likely that CUW goes for it if they don't convert. They're 3 of 7 on 3rd down today. 4 receivers, trips left. Aurora shows blitz, they rush 4. They throw a quick out to Piero as the first down and then some. 35-40, 45 to midfield, still on his feet, and is hit forward into Aurora territory. A long first down of 30 yards. It's all the way down to the Aurora 46. 5:11 left, and now CUW can take a lot off the remaining time. There's really no reason for them to snap the football much sooner than the back judge putting her hand in the air. And indeed, that's what they wait for here with 3 receivers and a tight end. Funk will hand it off to Thomas, who's up the middle and taken down by J.P. Cheney. Gain of 3. And the Falcons won't have to snap the ball again until under 4 minutes left. 48-45 is the score. CUW with an opportunity to put the automatic qualifier oh so close. Designed run for Funk on second down. Goes right up the middle. He'll be stopped a yard short. 3rd and 1. They'll be able to run the clock down. Have to snap it with about 3:10. Be a little less remaining. (48-45). This would certainly be a decision. If Falcons don't get this, what would they do? They'll throw it here. They go over the top. Leonard makes the catch. And the Falcons are into the red zone, down to the 11. It's a gain of 26. Now you'd think Aurora will start using its timeouts. There's 2:52 left. A touchdown would make things very difficult. If Aurora can hold to a field goal, and they would get one more chance. There is a first down on the field without scoring. Thomas trying to get to the edge. He's going to get a yard, and Aurora will not take timeout. And that means that CUW will be able to take this down to the 2-minute timeout. So the Aurora coaching staff will exchange the remaining seconds for having 3 timeouts after whatever is the result of this drive. So we are at the 2-minute timeout. Concordia, Wisconsin is 10 yards from the end zone, leading 48-45. This is Aurora University football. Now the assignment for Aurora is hold Concordia, Wisconsin to a field goal, or it's likely not going to happen today. 2nd and 9. 48-45 Falcons. Again, there is a first down possible without scoring. They can get to the 1. Shotgun look for CUW, who's gained 553 yards today. Funk will keep it, and he runs in to Wyatt Williams. Aurora will take timeout here with 1:55 left. That was a gain of 3 to the 7.
Williams on that last stop for the Spartans.
Let's observe other scores around the NAC. Lakeland has rallied to take the lead. 31-27. They have scored all 18 points since halftime, and with 9.5 minutes left, the Muskies are in front. St. Norbert trying to keep its conference title hopes alive. They lead Eureka 44-0, 6 minutes left. And Rockford, hosting Concordia Chicago, are down 37-20 midway through the 4th. Here, it's a 3-point CUW lead. They have a 3rd and 7, or rather a 3rd and 6 coming up from the 7. Aurora has 2 timeouts left. They'll take 1 if they get a stop on this play. CUW is in the shotgun with 4 receivers. Funk looks left, throws into the end zone, and it's knocked away. Shane McEntee got a hand to it at the last possible moment. Now a decision for CUW. It can bring the field goal unit on and at least force Aurora to need a touchdown, or they can go for it and try to put it away right here. And that appears to be the decision for Concordia, Wisconsin with 1:49 left. They've decided the field position is more valuable than the points. And they still have a chance at getting points. But they will take timeout first. 1:49 left. So both teams now with 2 timeouts. There's a lot of drama about to unfold on this final play, and you wonder if some of the problems with extra points today, and that is essentially the distance here. It's a little farther out, about 5 yards farther out, but a chip shot, no doubt about it. You wonder if some of the problems with PATs today is why CUW is trying to go for it here, or if really they are just trying to deliver a knockout punch. Aurora would still have to go 93 yards for a game-winning touchdown if the Falcons don't convert. Here it is, 4th and 6. Shotgun, Pierre in motion to the far side. Funk takes a look, he has time. He throws it into the end zone. Pierre makes the catch. And the Falcons with a minute 42 left, go up by 9.
7-yard touchdown pass. Number 1, Roman Funk to number 80, Cameron Pierre.
Aurora will need a touchdown and then get an onside kick and score again in the final minute 42.
Will Martin now to attempt the play after.
The kick is blocked. Ball is still loose. Falcons get on it. That's the third failure of a PAT today. The second block. It's still a 9-point game. It's 54-45. And now you wonder if CUW changes its kick strategy. It doesn't appear so, as Kaysen Brennan has come back out. And you would think you'd want to get the ball as far downfield here as possible instead of settling for a 60-yard field.
Sterling Williams and TJ Ramsey. Back deep for George Martin.
Here is the kick. This one is sent down the field much farther to the 16, where Williams gets to it. He looks for space. He's across the 35 to the 37.
Pass the 35 to the 37-yard line. That's where your Spartans will take over. First down and 10 with 1 minute 35 seconds left.
Well, the coverage for CUW here is likely to be fairly soft, trying to avoid the big play. Should keep the sidelines available for Aurora. They have 2 timeouts left. They need a lot to happen now. Empty backfield. They'll throw a quick out, and that is short of Connor Bright.
Michael's pass is incomplete, intended for Connor Bright. Second down and 10.
Aurora with its bye week next week. We'll be at Wisconsin Lutheran on November 1st and then finish up their home schedule against St. Norbert on November 8th. Hoping to still have a chance in the NAC title picture when they get back home. Mickle in trouble, pulls it down, and now is out of bounds. Oh, he's not out of bounds. He went down in play. He thought he got out of bounds. Now they'll overrule that. Or did Aurora just take its timeout? Aurora took its timeout. I think Mickle thought he got out of bounds. Did not. Be 3rd and 6, a minute 16 remaining. For Concordia, Wisconsin, at Concordia, Chicago next week. Home the Rockford the week after. They'll have a bye on November 8th, but if they win their next 2 games, it will not matter what happens those final 2 weeks. They would have the automatic qualifier. And that would be because in order for that to be the case, they would already have wins over Aurora, Benedictine, and St. Norbert, and would not be able to lose a tiebreaker. So on 3rd and 6, Mickle rolling, throws it. He completes it to Bright at the 33-yard line in Concordia territory. A minute 8 left.
The 35 to the 33-yard line. That's enough for another AU.
Bright went out of bounds, so the clock stops. Aurora has 1 timeout left.
From Concordia's 33-yard line.
So on 1st down, Mickle throws it quickly to Coronado, who dropped it, probably for the best. Actually, if he makes the catch there, he's in a lot of trouble. Second and 10 coming up, 64 seconds remaining. (54-45) the score. The CUW advantage. Aurora looking for a tremendous comeback. Mickle fumbles. CUW falls on it. That's the ball game.
There's a fumble on the play. It is recovered by Concordia.
Tough situation. Mickle trying to make a play out on the edge. It was recovered by Caden Huizinga. And CUW will be able to kneel it out.
First down and 10 for Concordia at their own 22-yard line.
Falcons will move to 5-0 in NAC play, 6-1 overall. Aurora falls to 4-3, 3-2 in league play. Falcons will outgain Aurora 563 to 460 today. They get 3 takeaways. Liam Mickle threw for 279 yards, 118 of which went to Connor Bright. Mickle also ran for 88 yards. A Roman Funk, career high 478 yards passing, 7 touchdowns. One final kneel down, and that will do it. Funk's 7 touchdown passes are a Concordia University, Wisconsin record for a single game. Jason Leonard, Cameron Pierre, each north of 100 yards receiving. And CUW wins it 54-45. So Aurora into its bye. Again, they're back on the road against Wisconsin Lutheran on November 1st. They will play their final NAC home game on November 8th against St. Norbert. And we will see if Aurora still has a path towards the automatic qualifier or if CUW has already finished it off by that point. But the Falcons are now into the driver's seat as they try to return to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2013. Thanks to our technical director, Bryce Suter, Isaac Perez, Aiden Culpepper, the AU Athletic Communications and Facilities teams. Could not do this without them. And, of course, thanks to all of you for watching here on this Saturday. 54-45 is the final. Concordia, Wisconsin. The win over Aurora. My name is Sean Fry. We will see you in 3 weeks for Aurora University football. Have a great rest of your weekend.